Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the highly anticipated reboot of a cult classic, The Crow. Now, before we unleash the murder of spoilers, let's just take a moment to acknowledge the elephant in the room. This film carries a heavy legacy. The original 1994 film, starring the late Brandon Lee, was a powerful blend of Gothic fantasy and raw emotion. It left an undeniable mark on cinema, and fans have been both excited and apprehensive about this reimagining. But hey, that's why we're here, right? To dissect the hype, analyze the trailers, and maybe even come up with some wild fan theories. Speaking of which, if you're enjoying this content and want to help keep the channel soaring, be sure to check out our exclusive top all-time merchandise in the description below. Every purchase helps us bring you more in-depth movie discussions and, of course, allows us to buy more crow food. Metaphorical crow food, of course. Alright, back to business. So, what do we know about the 2024 Crow? Well, the first thing that jumps out is the casting of Bill Skarsgård as our vengeful protagonist. Now, Skarsgård is no stranger to dark and complex characters. His portrayal of Pennywise in the It films is a testament to that. But can he capture the iconic presence of Brandon Lee's character? That's a question that's been swirling around the fandom. The trailers have certainly given us some tantalizing glimpses. Skarsgård's portrayal seems to lean a little more into the brooding rage aspect, while still hinting at the underlying pain of loss. There's a rawness there, a desperation that could potentially resonate with audiences in a new way. Let's talk plot. While specific details are still under wraps, we know the core story remains the same. A talented musician and his beloved are brutally murdered, and the protagonist is brought back from the dead by a mystical crow, fueled by an insatiable thirst for vengeance. Here's where things get interesting. The trailers suggest a slightly different approach to the source material. There seem to be elements of a larger conspiracy at play, something beyond the initial street thugs. Could there be a more powerful force pulling the strings? This opens the door for some juicy fan theories. Is there a corrupt organization to dismantle? Did the love interest possess some hidden knowledge that led to their demise? These are the questions that keep us guessing, and honestly, that's part of the fun. Speaking of fun, let's not forget the action. The Crow has always been a visually stunning film, and the reboot seems to be following suit. The fight choreography looks brutal and balletic at the same time, with the protagonist using their newfound abilities to become a one-man wrecking crew. But here's the thing, folks. The Crow isn't just about violence. It's about love, loss, and the lengths we'll go to for justice. It's a story that resonates with audiences because it taps into something primal. There's also a strong musical element to The Crow. The original film's soundtrack was iconic, and the reboot seems to be taking a similar approach. The inclusion of a new wave and post-punk music creates a distinct atmosphere that perfectly complements the film's dark tone. Now, will the 2024 Crow live up to the legacy of the original? Only time will tell, but from what we've seen so far, it has the potential to be a worthy successor. Skarsgård's performance is intriguing, the plot promises intriguing twists, and the action sequences look like they'll be a knockout. The supporting cast is equally shrouded in mystery, but their talent is undeniable. We have the ever-reliable Danny Huston taking on a potentially complex role, perhaps an ally, or an obstacle on the path to vengeance. The film also features talented actresses, but specific details about their characters haven't been revealed yet. The chemistry between them and Skarsgård in the trailers is undeniable, and it'll be fascinating to see how their relationships unfold. One last thing before we wrap it up: the visuals. The Crow has always been a film that revels in its Gothic aesthetic. The reboot seems to be embracing that darkness, with a heavy emphasis on chiaroscuro lighting, smoky environments, and of course, the ever-present crows. It's important to remember that trailers can be deceiving. They can paint a picture that doesn't quite reflect the final product. But hey, that's part of the pre-release hype, right? It gets us talking, gets us excited. So, are you excited for the Crow reboot? What are your hopes, your fears? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, while you're there, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth movie discussions. We've got a ton of exciting content coming your way, and we don't want you to miss out. Alright folks, that's all we have time for today. The Crow hits theaters on August 23rd, 2024, so mark your calendars and get ready for a dark, emotional, and hopefully thrilling ride. Until next time, keep it creepy.